football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. At the 34-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. Finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Ground. It's the rookie from Alabama. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
To throw now on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. At the 32-yard line. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Down there, it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dante Thornton for the lucky number 13 touchdowns now in the year. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming in, he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get it.
Warren will try to right side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Okay, break. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dante Thornton with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And nigga Thornton go crazy.
And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Oh my God, bro, he ran right to the spot. Just peeking.
So even 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the set.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. There's a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he's going to step up and run. And we'll find his
And you go beats only.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. Here's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. The Titans at 10-2 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to DK. And he will have the Titans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. To throw again. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chimere Dike from 10 yards out. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Hey, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5. Austin, a man in motion left. 2nd and 5. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. And maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board.
Titans hooping, bro.
They hooping. Just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Back to throw. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by Warriors 7, Panther 11, Panther 11. Check out.
Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 30, second down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll set up a throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They're going to look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
You go.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws.
It was so late.
We got to get one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now he's loose up the left sideline. DK Metcalf.
Well, to the field was crazy.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
24. Steelers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you'd think you'd switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that touchdown.
Dante Thornton, 28 yards. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. And just shutting him off there. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Bronco switch.
On the give, it's Warren. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18, pioneer.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 2nd and 11. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they will take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Titans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
So, I made my comments about him. And my comments were simply this. Hot 97 is trying to find themselves. But in trying to find themselves, they're still ignoring the actual problem that New York City has. You're either going to really embrace the youth and the new generation, or you're not going to do it at all. Okay? Now, this guy might not be a gatekeeper. Might not be a gatekeeper, but he's an antiquated old fuck in terms of he thinks that when he thinks about New York, he's thinking about somebody like Ayo Dunn. Like, he thinks like we're still in the 90s. And because his numbers are abysmal, I made the prediction that I'll stand by. That after his guaranteed period at that company, he will be let go like the rest of them. By the way, I know some of y'all might be like, well, maybe you want to be on that. No. If this guy had a successful streaming career, YouTube career, or anything that he was self-employed, he wouldn't be at Hot 97. There isn't a dollar amount that well, there is. But it's in the tens of millions for me to leave my house every day, go to New York City and sit up there with the Hot 97 logo behind me and me having a talk. So I say that to say not necessarily shit on him, but to actually give you the reality. So I said what I said, and I just want to point out their channel. They dropped something an hour ago, 77 views, 264. 500, 318, okay? You'll notice in the last, I'm going to say, in the last month, their highest viewed videos is a video where they said, Miro destroys academics. And this is why I was conflicted. Because do I go back and forth with them or do I cut the water off? You got to starve these motherfuckers. Now, I guess it's a response. I don't know if it is, because I don't really have much to say to what he has to say to me. I actually do, but